Welcome to the IndyCar Dad Podcast. I do a 5-minute podcast about IndyCar. I watch everything and read everything about IndyCar all week long and summarize it in 5 minutes. And today I'm doing a 5-minute preview of the Road America race. The race is this Sunday, and I've gone through the last 6 years of races, analyzed all the results to put together a list of drivers you should watch out. In the past, when I first started doing a podcast, I tried to predict who would win and who would not, who would win. I think a lot of pundits do that. But I think it doesn't really add to the fun of watching the race. So now instead, I look for outliers in the results for people that do great or bad, or both, people who are very consistent and people who are very consistently fast. So I'm going to give you a list of about 9 drivers, and these will be people that you can watch rise and fall on the charts, and also you can cheer for or cheer against, depending on how you like. So we're going to classify this week's racers in 3 ways. 1, people that are very solid at Road America. The results for Road America, when you do the statistical analysis is that a lot of drivers fall in the same average range. There's a very wide number of guys that average about a 10th place finish here. So I will pick 3 drivers that are faster than that. Then we'll talk about some drivers that are checkers or wreckers. These are guys that they either win it or they're 20th. So those are fun to watch because usually that's the type of people that pass aggressively. And then I'll pick 3 drivers that I call Cinderellas. These are drivers on lesser teams that probably don't usually have good results, but have done especially well at Road America in the past. So let's go. Solid drivers. These are guys that have great results and they're better than everyone else. And the first solid driver we're going to say is Alex Palou. Alex Palou with a 6.8 average finish is 2 positions better than second place. But 6.8 is actually a pretty bad average. In some of the races, we have guys that have like a 3.0, so 6.8 means there's a lot of people have chances to do well at Road America. So extra good race to watch. Second in the results is Scott McLaughlin, not because he's ever won the race. He's only ever finished on the podium 1 time out of 5. But he's a very solid performer here. So Scott McLaughlin is probably someone we're going to see in the top 10 most of the race. Another solid performer here who's had a second place finish is Marcus Ericsson. Marcus Ericsson is also on a hot streak lately. So I think we'll probably see a solid result out of him. So let's get to the more exciting guys. I like the checkers or wreckers types, and we've got 4 drivers that are checkers or wreckers. Joseph Newgarden is checkers or wreckers here. In the last 6 years, he finished 25th, 21st, 9th, 2 seconds, and a win. So he's won at this track before. You don't think of Newgarden as a road course specialist, but he's won this race once, and he's finished second twice in the last 6 years. Really good results. Another checkers or wreckers guy is Will Power. And Will Power is a very aggressive passer at this track. So it's one to watch. I think Will Power thinks you can pass it like 4 or 5 different corners on this track, and he tries it. So watch for Will to get into some heated rivalries on track. And Will has been having one of those seasons where he's been real aggressive and he's had some contact, and I'm not sure he's in the mood to change. Felix Rosenqvist is checkers or wreckers here. It's where he won his first IndyCar race. Last year he finished second here, but he's also finished 20th. So I like to watch Felix. I'm rooting for him, and I think he's going to be a good one to watch. If he qualifies well, expect him to do well. But you never know what's going to happen at this track with yellows and that type of thing. And Pato O'Ward is checkers or wreckers. He's never won this race. He's finished second. He's finished third, but he's also finished 26th. So there you go. That's 4 that are checkers or wreckers. Newgarden, Power, Rosenqvist, and O'Ward. And then there are 3 drivers I'm going to pick for you to watch that are Cinderellas at this track. These are drivers that are in lesser equipment, lesser funded teams, but I think maybe they'll score well. One is Romain Grosjean. He just does well at this track. He's actually like 7th in average finish for him, and he's never been in a great car. In fact, his first 2 seasons with Dale Coyne, he finished fifth, and then he finished fourth. So he's had some good results here in not so great cars. Next Cinderella story is Santino Ferrucci. Last year he finished on the podium. I don't know if you remember him catching the beer and drinking it. The camera was on him because he finished third in the race. So he can pull off a good performance. In 2020, he also finished sixth, so did well there. And then the third Cinderella I have for you is Graham Rahal. Generally, a top 10 finish for him here would be really good, but Graham's been doing really well this season, so look for him to have a strong finish. So there you go. That's my preview for the Road America IndyCar race, one of my favorite tracks. I did check the weather right before I did this podcast, and there is a chance of rain on Sunday, and that would be really exciting. We had rain at qualifying a couple years ago, and that's how we got, I think, Louis Foster or Linus Lundqvist, I think, was on pole. So exciting stuff. I love Road America. If you get to attend it, if you could attend any one race outside the Indy 500, Road America is my vote. The food's great, the venue's great, the track's great, and the people are great. And the viewing, the paddock's open, so you can walk around the paddock, and the paddock is located right behind the pits. So essentially you are right one chain link fence away from the pit crews. So great race. If you're going, have fun. If you're watching from the couch like I am, also have fun. Get your snacks ready and have a good time. I'm IndyCar Dad. I hope you have fun at the races. I hope to see you at the track. And I try to put this all together for you in 5 minutes so that you don't waste your precious time. Follow me on all the podcast networks, and I'm on Instagram and TikTok as IndyCar Dad.